It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Josh Jones in on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Giants.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Jones on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Rams nothing.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Akers. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll run here with Akers. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the...
And he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Sheds another, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be...
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-17. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jones breaking from the contact. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, New York.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the run, it's Barkley. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drive